Thank you, friends, for watching this series of thoughts shared by Dr. Neena Sawant, an eminent psychiatrist from KM Hospital, Mumbai, for our different segments of our society. Dr. Neena Sawant has spoke about how to cope up with the corona stress and how to deal with this situation. I hope this video was quite useful for all of us to deal with this situation and most importantly to deal with this situation positively. So if you've liked this video, please share it with your friends, your family and your relatives. Once again, I thank you Dr. Neena Sawant and all of you.
Hello, this is Dr. Neena Sawant. I'm a psychiatrist from KM Hospital, Mumbai. And today I am going to talk to you about the anxieties, the stress and the fears that we are having in this pandemic. Now, almost all of us have been through life struggles and we've come out of it. We've seen people around us going through the same kind of struggles, and we've always had a strong support system to help us through. So we are not scared probably of those kind of struggles which we have faced. Most of us could have had some kind of an illness, a personal loss of a close friend or a family member, maybe financial stressors, educational stressors, interpersonal problems, and workplace stressors. But the pandemic which we are kind of facing is a new kind of experience for all of us. None of us ever knew that there could exist some kind of a pathogen or a microorganism which would cause so much of devastation. And yes, lockdown is probably the first of its kind which most of us are experiencing. Now, some of us may remember the military curfew during the riots, but it never went on for so long and life had never come to a standstill. So this pandemic has taught us different things and also exposed us to a different set of problems. Most of us never even thought that we would have lifestyle modifications like wearing a mask compulsorily, sanitizing hands every time you go out or touch something. So all this is very new for us. And it is not only us who are facing it, it is all over the world. And what is happening? Why is it that we are getting so tense? Now, most of us have no other work except sit at home see our mobiles, search through all the information that is coming on WhatsApp. We Google some things. We believe in whatever is being told. And all this causes an alarming increase in our fears because nobody is sure, they are not having any idea. People are obviously telling that. And so whatever gospel truth is proclaimed on the media, we consider it to be the final word. So I would definitely suggest that yes, even if you go through posts, please confirm it with somebody whom you feel is knowledgeable on that aspect, and you can take an opinion before you actually believe in whatever you hear. And please don't start following everything before again you confirm that it is from a reliable or a scientific source. Now, just a couple of days back, I got a frantic call from a father in Rajasthan. He was extremely worried about his son and the son's family who were placed in Bhayandar in Mumbai. This person stays in a small town in Rajasthan in which there are no COVID cases as of now. And though he was hearing about all this, he never experienced the actual anxieties or the insecurities. But as he started reading about the number of cases increasing in Mumbai and all zones becoming red zone, areas being contained, death tolls increasing, he got very alarmed and he was worried about his son and all his grandchildren. So he was so desperate that in the last 8 days, he just could not sleep. He managed to send a car from Rajasthan to Mumbai to get his son back to Rajasthan. His son arrived in Rajasthan a couple of days back. Ideally, the father should have been relieved, should have been, feeling good that yes, his son is safe and sound. But he just blanked out and he forgot everything. And so I got a frantic call कि इनकी याददाश्त पूरी की पूरी खो गई है. So on talking to him, yes, I realized that it was his anxiety which was creating a problem. Similarly, another young man had taken his mother because she had chest pain, so probably they thought she's got a heart attack. They took her to a general hospital. In the casualty, there were lots of patients who were waiting. People had oxygen masks on. Of course, he came to know that some of them were corona positive, and he had to do his mother's treatment, so they were there for I think a couple of days. He came home, and I think 4 days later he developed fever, which was for 1 day. It subsided, but post fever, and the next 8 days went in a status where he was so anxious, he was continuously crying, he was irritable, he did not allow any of his members to go down even for groceries. He was not eating at all, not sleeping at all, and he was continuously fearful that he has also become positive and now he's going to transmit it to all his family members. His family said, "We will take you to the hospital to check," but he was extremely scared to step out of the house. Because of not eating, not sleeping, he started having body aches, some amount of weakness. When he started walking, he would sway, as a result of which he felt that they were all symptoms of corona only. So we have to realize where the symptoms are of anxiety, our own fears and insecurities, which make us believe that probably we have an illness. So hence, it is for you to be alert, to understand yourself. Now, if you feel that you've been continuously worrying, you're very preoccupied, you have lots of thoughts of contamination, you're repeatedly hand washing, or you have negative thoughts about future, you're persistently worried about the economy, its impact on your business or your financial condition, you feel sad, you're crying, you feel helpless, you feel hopeless, you have some kind of headaches, body aches, you may have tightness of chest, you may feel that suddenly your heart rate has increased or your mouth is going dry. Then if you're having these kind of symptoms, don't think that you're having a heart attack. It could very well be the fears and the anxiety symptoms because your brain has been overloaded with all these thoughts. And so you have to identify that yes, these are psychological symptoms. Now, because you're having it and it is present for a period of time, say more than 12 to 15 days, please don't neglect the symptoms because they will escalate. So it is very important that you take an opinion. Maybe you could take online opinion of a psychiatrist or go to any general hospital where routine OPDs are going on, so you can consult somebody or you can talk to a therapist or a counselor. So please identify these symptoms and don't just sit on them. There are many other things you can do to de-stress yourself at home. What is the best thing? Yes, whenever we talk, whatever we have, our fears, our insecurities, it lightens our mind. It's like a load off the chest. So find a person with whom you can communicate your fears. Many people say, we don't want to tell or burden our family members because they're already stressed out. And if I tell them that I'm going through all this, they'll feel more stressed out. No, the family is meant for that. They are our primary support system. So because you disclose your insecurities doesn't mean that they're going to feel burdened, but you all can share it, the experience together, and then yes, you can solve the problem. You can find a solution to it. Somebody may suggest from the family that yes, I will talk to somebody, or I know somebody, or my friend can help me. So don't keep it to yourself. Talk to somebody. Ventilation always helps. Many of us, because we are in India, we always try various methods, like you may be doing meditation, vipassana, you may be doing yoga, pranayam. All these modalities help us. So yes, if you're able to do it, please spare around 20 minutes to 30 minutes daily for this routine to help you keep fit. Along with it, physical exercise, which most of us are now missing because we cannot go to the gym or do our walks. Well, yes, you walk around in the house. Maybe you jog on the spot in the house. Some of you who are young, fit, are energetic, yes, you can have an aerobic kind of an exercise where put on music and dance for about 30 minutes. It's like Zumba, do it non-stop so you have your physical exercise. It is important that you sleep well and you eat regularly. Even if you don't eat in excess, see that you eat regularly. There is some amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet because they are your immunity boosters. So don't miss out on them. And don't miss out on your medications if you are already a hypertensive or a diabetic. Please don't miss out on any of your medications. Do not do or read continuous WhatsApp messages on Corona. Leave them aside. What else can you do? Read reliable information if you so much want to find information, or check the sources, or yes, confirm it with somebody who can guide you. What else can you do to relax yourself? Yes, laughter is the best medicine. So if you can read some jokes or see some online videos, funny videos, stand-up comedy, and have that laughter for say 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it'll do wonders. We need to keep that. The statistics of India is not so alarming. We've got a 92% recovery rate. Death rate is more in people who are elderly along with medical comorbidities. People are going home. They are safe. You may feel that the future looks bleak because economy is going to be affected. True. But it doesn't mean that the world is going to end. See, we have faced so many problems in the past. Please remember them. Remember your fighting spirit. Remember how you came out of that problem. I'm sure it'll help you now also. Whenever we have faced calamities, it has always been nature's rule that the fittest survive. So show the world that you're fit. You can do it. And even if you feel that there is no hope, remember, though the sun sets every day, it rises again with a new morning. So remember that, be safe, and yes, you can do it. Thank you.